Man, I apologize. I started making this without you guys, but I'm making my macadamia berry nut milk today. Or as I call it, my macaberry good nut milk. So I like to use, for some of my nut milks, I like to use just macadamias. I soak them first. Now, I'm going to give a couple tips, and I'll put the recipe up on the screen and in the comments as well. When you're making any nut milk, and you're getting ready to blend everything, use less water when you start, or everything's going to get real frothy and harder to strain out. Okay, in this case, I soaked my about third cup of macadamia nuts, 2 cups water. I soak those, and what I do to replace the gums that are in the store-bought packaged nut milks, the gums are not good. That's the locust bean, the guar gum, whatever gum they're using. Acacia gum. Any of those gums they can be mucus forming, they can cause IBS symptoms. So a lot of nut milks, and some are going now without the gums in the store, but you can make nut milk at home, and I made this in like 5-10 minutes, aside from the soaking part. So what I add to replace the gums was flax water. Basically, you just soak a few tablespoons, not teaspoons, a few tablespoons of flax and chia seeds overnight, and then you can either strain them and just use the water, or you can use it all and just strain, or you're gonna have to strain a little more if you use all that water. So I use about half a cup of water, a few tablespoons each of flax and chia. It'll be in the recipe. That's what gives your nut milk more body, a little bit of fiber, and without the gums that are going to cause IBS symptoms, right? And the reason I made this berry is you can add either organic strawberry powder, it's on Amazon, or pitaya powder, also organic. Gives it a nice little red flavor. This has virtual no calories, 17 calories per teaspoon. I put about 2 teaspoons in. And then if you want to add a little stevia at the end, if you're going to be drinking it straight and not adding it to things, I like the stevia clear sweet drops. I don't add a lot of stevia to my food. You can see this bottle's full. I don't use it that I've had it for a while. I don't use that much of it. Depends on whether you want your nut milk sweet or not. Again, don't use too much water when you're going to blend, because I've seen people add water all the way, like 3/4 or all the way full when they're making nut milk, and it makes it frothy. Too frothy. Even when you strain it out, it's going to be frothier. Add a little vanilla extract in there, and that's it. It's really good. And macadamia nuts do really well in nut milk, so try it. That's all I guess. And then I add a little ice. If all my ingredients were at room temperature, I add a little ice if I'm going to drink some of it right away. It's really good. Wow, that's good. That's better than the last batch I made.